Cheers! Let's have a drink. Having some wine. Who that's strong? But shit, I need it after the past 2 days that I've had at work. I don't even know where to begin. So, let's start with yesterday. So we have a bunch of online orders, and I'm in charge of calling them and getting, like, verifying all their information. And I fucking hate doing this because these people get so mad at me for no fucking reason. And most of the time, it don't make any sense. So I had maybe like 5 people to call. So I start going through the list. First person I called gave me a fucking attitude. And I went through all their information, and then I needed them to verify their social security. So she literally only told me the last 4, and we need the whole thing. Because then we plug it in, and it comes up either red, yellow, or green. And so she just kept telling me the last 4. I'm like, I'm sorry, I need like the whole thing. And she starts giving me an attitude. And then she finally gives it to me. There's like a fucking hair in front of my face. So she starts giving me an attitude, and then I was like, okay. So I just need the card information so we can set up Easy Pay where it comes out automatically. And this bitch goes, there was nothing on the website that said it was mandatory. I was like, yeah, well, that's just how we do it here. That's how our GM wants it. She's like, well, does your GM have it in writing? I was like, do you want to talk to him? So she was like, what? I ain't going to get it now because I'm not doing Easy Pay? So I'm like, listen, I'll have him call you back. So then she got impatient and she called back, I guess, after I left. Or like when I was on break or something. Because then when I came back, the other manager was like, oh yeah, your little friend called back. She was yelling at me. I was like, yeah, welcome to my world. These people are nuts. And then this guy got a whole living room set. Like, he got his big ass sectional. He got the 2 end tables, the cocktail table, and 2 lamps, right? That's a whole fucking set. I call him. I verify his... I tried to fucking verify his information, and the guy lost his mind. So, God, this fucking hair is like in my eye now. But anyway, I literally got nowhere. I literally asked his address. I was like, this is the right address? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's like, yes. I'm like, do you rent or do you own it? And he was like, I rent. So when they say they rent, I have to get their landlord's name and number. This guy was like, I was like, I don't even, fuck. This guy made me so mad. He was like, I said, okay, can I just have the landlord's name and number? He goes, no. I'm like, what? What? Like, what? He's like, no, I don't deal with the landlord. I just moved here. I don't want it anymore. Click. I'm like, what? I got nowhere. So I left a note saying what he said, and then I gave it to my my GM, and he goes, what? He's like, oh, this guy's gonna be fun. So then he called him. The guy didn't answer, so he left the voicemail, and he was like, screw it. He ain't never called back. Fuck him. So, this other lady, oh, God. Oh, this other lady, right? So, another person, I verified all their shit. This person gave me such a hard time about the Easy Pay. They were like the same as the other person, but even more rude. And I was like, I'll just have the manager go over everything with you. She was giving me a fucking attitude. And then the GM called, and then her husband picked up, and he was like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's going under my name anyway. I was like, what the fuck? Like, your wife just fucking gave me a hard time, but now you're just nice to everybody? Like, why couldn't I get him the first time? Damn. I was so mad. I know there was another one. I remember the other lady that I had to verify her information with. So, this freaking woman, I called her. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about your online order. I just gotta verify everything. She's like, what do you mean online order? I was like, you ordered the blah, 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 blah. She's like, I didn't order it online. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, it came up as an e-order, like you did it online. She's like, no, I did it with somebody in the store. I called and I did it with some guy over the phone. So I don't know why you keep saying it's an online order. I'm like, okay. I'm like, just so there's no mix-up, I'm gonna tell my GM. He'll give you a call. She's like, what? I can't get it now? I'm like, I just don't want there to be any mix-up. So I gave it to, well, not the GM, the sales manager. She took it. And she was like, yeah, she started screaming at me too. She was like, I told her that it was the third party, like the online thing, not us. Oh, God, these people, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. That's how I feel about that. So then today, Jesus Christ, could not catch a break. So everybody was calling non-fucking stop. Like, I've never heard this phone ring so many times in my life. Like, I had to go to the bathroom. Every time I walked to go to the bathroom, the phone rang. I'd be like, nope, gotta come back. Blah, 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 blah. Like, 5 times that happened. I'm like, I just want to take a piss. So, a few people called in just pissed about everything. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So then I had this one lady come in, just angry as a motherfucker, and she pays on 2 separate accounts of her and I guess her daughter or something. And the way she pays is so fucking confusing. You gotta do all this math, you gotta type this in, you gotta type that in, blah, 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 blah. My brain was fucking fried, and this was like my last 10 minutes, so my brain was just melted. So I had this one guy that's, he used to be a GM, and he retired for 2 years, and now he's back training. So I asked him to help me. He was fucking struggling. And then my GM finally came back because he had to go pick up a payment from somebody. And so we were halfway there. We just needed the last like $50 because she gave us $50. She did half on the card and half on cash, and it just fucked me up. And then finally he put it all together, and I was like, but she was so angry. So, like, before we even got to take her payment, she was like, my name is blah, 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 but I also pay on blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, let's do it one at a time. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, I wish somebody knew what they were doing around here. Like, bitch. She's like, you people be calling me. Yeah, bitch, 'cause you're late. You knew how to pay on time, you wouldn't be fucking getting phone calls. So why you fucking mad at us? Why you got an attitude? You're the one that's late. We should be the ones that have attitudes. You don't know how to pay right. Shit. You tell him, Lucy. You tell him. Because that was all fucking day. Just phone calls and phone calls. And people just calling in mad. Fuck, this is hitting me. Like, look at my face. I needed this. And then, oh my god, my boyfriend texted me. He was supposed to be done at 5. And then his one coworker, she all strung out on drugs and causing a bunch of bullshit. Damn. That shit hit me hard. But she came in and then was like, oh, this hurts, that hurts, I'm leaving. And then stayed in the parking lot for an hour, and now he's got to close. He's gonna be there for 11 hours. I'm like, he's supposed to be done at 5. We could have been home chilling. Some fucking bullshit. I don't know what's going on, man, but there's something in the air. I'm tired. And today was truck day, so we were there at 8 a.m. unloading this fucking truck full of fucking furniture. 51 pieces. We were freezing our asses off. We were struggling. It took us over an hour. I guess like the truck drivers, they have like a tracker on them, so if they stay in a spot too long, it starts beeping. I was like, what's that noise? He's like, oh, they're mad that I'm here too long. Oh my god. And tomorrow's Friday and it's 11 fucking hours and I can't fucking stand that shit. And I know there's gonna be some bullshit tomorrow too. I'm tired. I gotta go lay down. But I needed to get that off my chest, so thanks for watching. I'm tipsy. See you next time. Bye. Cheers.